but here's a YouTube clip that it includes, and then it has a message up here that says, someone who tells you you shouldn't have all your money in Bitcoin.
Wow. I didn't know that. I just, you're telling me now for the first time. She let it up.
Okay. Yeah, I have nearly 88% of everything that I'm working here, and I'm going to be tracking here and recording and checking in on. So yeah, nearly 88% is in Bitcoin, and I'm just saying, is there a problem with it? Because I think the number will continue to go up. Cash needs to be deployed and used. I think we should start doing, 1,000 to 1,300 a month should be going into a long-term asset that I would not be selling for 2 years or more. I mean, realistically, it's going to take a little longer than 2 years to get to 300,000. But you never know, and I'm trying to make it happen in 2 years, which this could backfire on me. This could backfire. And so I really need to consider that and start looking at the possibilities of Bitcoin. Well, I would not say it's going to zero. But can we go back to 60s? Oh, yeah. Can we go to 50s? Yeah. Can we go to 40? Yeah. Can we go to 30? Yeah. Can we go to 20? I don't know, but probably, yeah. Can we go to 15? It didn't seem like it. It did not seem like we could for very long. That's like timing the market, okay? Are you trying to buy it at 15? No. So there's like some logic here. It does have valuation. Can we go to 15? And yeah, lots of people are looking at it. So yeah, I'm just happy in my seat, just going, holy cow, we're back in the 70s.
Okay, so just for some context, this is me from June 5th. And I guess it was in the 70s. By the way, this is looking like it's a breakout. I mean, this might be a time to go all in right now. All right, I put an order in. Let's see if it gets filled.
It's in the 70,000 again. It came back, and it wasn't that long.
I'll be honest with you. I put an order in to buy like right here.
This is crazy. This is a celebration day. This is the type of day. The way I'm talking, just look at me. This is a day where you should pull some off the top.
Ooh, I said it.
Or I should.
Holy shit, I said that on
I
6.5.
haven't even deployed this cash yet. Maybe if I had zero cash left, and I was like, but no, dude, there's too many things going. Yeah, so let's deploy some cash. I might buy a little more Bitcoin at this price right now. I have GameStop, 3,157, so that's a week purchase. Oh man, I don't want to hold it for more than a week. That's why I labeled it that. Can't believe it. We have nearly $87,000. That seems like a lot of money to me. Like, we're 27% of the way there. Let's be here for a couple of years. Let's not buy any stupid shit. More than 3%. Let's buy good stuff like Bitcoin, Costco, Amazon, Tesla, Apple. Even better stuff, S&P 500, Berkshire Hathaway. If something doubles, we gotta sell it. That's the rule.
Yeah, let's take the 1% here.
Bitcoin, it for needs before trying to spend have to say negative 600. I had more crypto in here before. All 2016, 2024. Here's the GameStop situation. Did pretty good. Alright, really good week. Really good week. It all came just today. Today was all basically most of the price action. Really fun week. Yeah, really fun day. It was a day. Really fun day. 3.57%. And yeah, something you advertise to people. Alright, bye.
That was when I had $16,000. So this was before I sold the GameStop. That made me more money. That's awesome. Cool. Good for you, dude. Let's move forward 6 days after that and see what I talk about.
Hello. This is a test video. Or maybe it's the real one. This is my first video. I'm hearing something in my ears. Phone, too, disconnected. Well, welcome to the Bet's channel. Feeling kind of inspired by Rory Kitty.
This is 611.
But took it a step further and said, hey, well, you know what? Why don't I just kind of diary what I have and what my thoughts are? What is my plan? Because, oh my gosh, if Roaring Kitty doesn't have a plan.
This is not that long ago.
He is the stock right now because
I had sold.
And let's just talk about GameStop.
I fucked up and I sold here a little bit. And then I
have to set a little bit more
got back in here, wrote it up, and I sold, and I went all in GameStop. And then now I'm back in down here.
On this scenario.
I want to buy more.
A little bit this morning. As I was getting ready for work and kind of heading out the door, I was looking at it and I was just like, oh, I don't have a plan. I kind of realized that and I saw it go down, I think, I don't know, a few $100 or maybe it was even $600. I just thought like, oh, I don't have a plan. I wish this wouldn't happen. And then got through the workday and realized, okay, we came back out and we've got almost $500. We should probably take our money and run. And I don't have a plan. But
my order's not been filled, and it's above the current price right now.
He must have a plan because he has 12 million shares that he's going to have to buy here soon, or what's he going to do? He has to either exercise his call options, or he has to let them expire. We've just been diluted. Just so much has happened. So much is happening. And I've been kind of trading this thing in and out. And you know what? Maybe I should, how long have I been trading this now? Fuck. I think it's been like a month that I've been trading this up and down whenever I want. And yeah, I've hit the high a couple times. I didn't sell the whole bag here on the second one.
Holy fuck, I still had 140. So I got back in or something later.
The rest of, it's all gains at this point.
This was just, so I sold both here and there. But I'm still 500 up.
Because I've learned a bit more things, and I'm saying, you know what, I think I like this side of it, but I'm not all the way convinced. And this morning, really, that was a feeling this morning. It feels like the most corrupt situation going on, but also, you know, the media is not doing it right. It really is true. I hate to sound like this, like a conspiracy guy, but Kitty can go on and straight, but like, there's actually, like, he is going to be probably, who knows, though, a year or two from now, he could be asked to go talk in front of the Congress or Senate, some crazy bullshit like that. It's like, they're accusing him of being like a criminal right now. Going on and talking about this song. And he's not saying anything of importance. He's not giving much away. They're deep memes. And you have to, I think you have to kind of watch them or put your work in a little bit. Like, he's not giving it away. He's leaving it ambiguous because.
Hold on. We don't need to listen about old GameStop stuff when Bitcoin is moving. What is this, 15 minutes? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, the last hour and a half has been kind of just straight up. And what I'm talking about is this. This is kind of like up and then a breakout. This is really the second test because this was a drop. That's the thing, is I don't even know now. I think my order will not get filled, but I don't know if this will go much higher than 64 in a short time. Did something happen this morning at 6 a.m.? Or is this like an attack? Or yeah, I don't think my order's gonna get filled. It was too close. Well, I'm not gonna. Bummer, bruh. It's right there. My order's right there. That's the number. That's the number. That's the number. That's the number. Let's see if this gets filled. Let's see if this gets filled. What? That's the number. That's the number. That's the number. All right, 2 minutes. We should see a little retracement, and then you have my order filled. That's the number. That's the number. I'll just keep clicking refresh. 895. I'm buying at the top. Buying at the top. Buying at the top. Buy the fucking dip. All right, let's go to the next video.
No.
Yeah, I only talk about GameStop. All right, what's this? 611, 611. That's the number. What?
All right, I just
All right, this is this month on the 4th. This is 14 days ago.
testing.
58. Oh, bye, Matt.
Happy July 4th.
But didn't it go down much lower?
So this is speculation, I guess.
So out of context, so this is a video from me that I recorded of myself looking at the price on July 4th.
And there's 18 months after that happening. I just kind of have faith, kind of blindly believing that we're not going to go below 52. Hey, we'll see.
I think I was right about that. Can't just draw an arrow here. That's unfair. It's more like probably over here in August. Yeah, we'll retest this maybe. I mean, we will go down to like 46 if we fail another test. But hey, whatever. So wait, July 4th? Let's look at the, just look at the week. July. So there's the bottom. So July 4th was really the bottom, and I said we weren't going to go to 52, and we didn't. I was right. How did I know that? What the heck?
Well, up and then you go down below. Can't even go back as far. So 80% drops. That's what people are like. The fear is saying, "Oh yeah, there's gonna be an 80% drop." But that's not gonna happen here because, well, there's no real reason why it couldn't. Damn, $25,000 Bitcoin. I think a lot of people are looking closely. Lots of eyes would like to have that. If we were to come down to like 52,000 or 40s, yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah, Mt. Gox just, it wasn't that big. $9 billion is a drop. It's not a drop. I mean, 10 billion out of 1,000 is 1%, right? But who's this guy?
Don, like, Mt. Gox, where is our money? 80. Okay, that 1,000% price spike.
Alright, cool. I made another video on July 4th. But hold on, what's the price? Alright.
We do a workout. We chill out.
Alright, so this is what I said. I drew a line, we go back, we retest. If we fail, I said but we'll stop at 52 again and then go above. But that's an M, really. It's likely we would come back and test high 40s. I mean, why not? Or 52, that's so close to high 40s. 52, dude. Getting down to 53, 9, or whatever we were at, 50, almost 52, that's scary.
We do a workout.
I think we're going to go to 64 today. Alright, what's next? Oh, dude, this is me from today. Alright, well, that's what I look like. So I didn't have the sound working, so delete that. Alright, that's all of them, and then my good game idea.
Million. I need to deploy that. It's just everything seems so expensive. EA Sports.
It was S65.
I'd probably rather run DoorDash than EA Sports if I had to pick like one or the other. Or you could.
Alright. So, why did I bring up DoorDash? That's weird. Alright, well. I don't know, man. That's an M on the week chart, which is so weird. M trading pattern on weekly chart. It's a double top is what it's called, and bottom. How to use them. M pattern. Maybe that means this is not a buy place. I think it is a buy place. Has to hit the 4 hours, the thing. Like this. And it's just not even enough to be a 4 hour. It's like, but if this goes up, why wouldn't it just come right back? Like this. And then what is it? What are we looking at? We're still in the V. This looks a lot longer. Alright, whatever. What am I doing? My ears are ringing. Well, kind of looks like negative on the weekly chart. What does this line mean to me? It looks like it's just following the price. It looks unhelpful. What's happening? Nothing's happening except that we broke out. Yeah, that's insane. You can't draw a line like that. Oh, by the way, I canceled my trade. But I was thinking putting one in here at 63,760. Because you never know, dude. Sometimes they get picked up. Like a big liquidations or big sells. Why does Robinhood still say 63,800? So I'm gonna put a buy in on a limit order of 63,769 for, for me, a big chunk of money. Because I think it could go down to 719. So yeah, 769 could get filled, but really I need it to be like hundreds of dollars lower because Robinhood doesn't let me really get good trades. They need it it just will take a long time. Everything's down today. Wait, hold on. Amazon's down almost 2%. Chewy's down 3%. Microsoft's down almost 0.5%, going up in the after hours. Nvidia's up 3.6%. But Nvidia's having a bad month, right? 12% down. I think I would probably buy Nvidia. If it's down 12% on the month, I mean it's up 1,000,000% on the year, right? What's the year to date for S&P 500? 17%. So yeah, it's had a good year. People could just you could take off for the rest of the year and say, you know what? This has been enough of a year. Let's shelter and see how it goes. So that'd be a reason to not purchase more Bitcoin here and to then look to take some off in the 70s, 80s. I think Bitcoin's got a long life ahead of it. You got to start out as a skeptical. I don't know how to say that. Skeptical. A skeptic. Skeptical noun. Skeptic. Yes, sir. Government deficits. Cynic. Ugh. About government deficits. Well, I think in the next 3 minutes, we're going to go down to the low 700s or below, or slightly below, low 700s. Low 700s. Low 700s. Low 700s. Low 700s. Why does it look so different on the 3 minute? That's crazy. Oh no, because it did just drop. Low 700s. Low 700s, but stay above. Low 700s. Green candle here now. Wow. Shit. My order's not gonna fill. Close it, hold you. Back to 800s. Okay. So it might be 4 hours till we see 64,000. Till we see 64,000. All right. Is there anything? Is there anything new about Jamie Dimon? What's trending? Appeals court blocks Biden's student relief plan. Oh, they're just saying that so they can block this. That's today. Oh shit. That's what this is. So that's what happened. Save plan. Blocked. Oh, it keeps getting blocked. So it keeps getting blocked. Can we know why they're blocking it, or like hear the reasoning? And
federal judges have put the brakes on one of
and that's why
to tackle student loan.
They say the administration does not have the authority to wipe out billions of dollars in debt, and only Congress can.
As Rebecca Castor reports, this puts debt relief for millions of Americans in jeopardy.
It's a campaign promise President Biden keeps trying to deliver on. But once again, one of his plans to forgive billions of dollars in student debt has been blocked by
Breaking news, we want to take you to North Carolina Live, where the vice president is holding a campaign rally. Governor Ray Cooper there as well, showing her support for the ticket. Let's listen in.
To our service members and their families who are here with us this afternoon. Thank you all. You know, one of my greatest honors as Vice President is to meet with our service members around the world. I have met with our service members from NATO's eastern flank to the Korean DMZ, and from Arizona to Florida. And I will tell you what everybody here knows, all our service members possess an extraordinary skill, discipline, dedication, and love of country. And I know their families serve with equal dedication, and I thank you also. And I say everywhere I go around the world, we are so proud that the United States military is the greatest fighting force the world
cancel.
has
All right.
ever seen.
Blocking it this morning. It was probably this morning. Okay. They probably blocked this morning. Where did I see that? What time was this blocked? And how was it blocked and whatnot? That's only a million. This is why I don't get it. Is that not only million, right? That's 39 million. This is 21, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 21 million. Oh, okay, my bad. So this is 39, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a million. Another 3 divided by 804,000 is $48,000 per person, just across the board. Is that what that is?
The president has no textual basis in law for this plan, and I'm not going to let Joe Biden saddle working Missouri families with Ivy League debt.
Missouri's Attorney General is behind one of several lawsuits filed against Biden's income-driven repayment plan known as SAVE, which aimed to wipe out remaining balances and cut payments for millions of borrowers.
We know Congress has the power of the purse, not the president.
A federal judge in Missouri agreed and ordered the Biden administration to stop further cancellations of student debt under this program. Millions of borrowers were also less than a week away from seeing their monthly bill drop by half. But a federal judge in Kansas says the White House can't do that either.
This is likely going to the Supreme Court.
The White House plans to appeal both decisions. But the last time President Biden took a massive student debt relief plan to the Supreme Court, it was struck down.
And these courts saying it's not that different. That is, you're still trying to do something that I don't see any evidence that Congress gave you authority to do.
These rulings do not impact President Biden's aid package for student debt forgiveness under the Higher Education Act. That plan is still in the approval process. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox 32 Chicago.
Well, 2 federal judges have halted President Biden's SAVE plan. That's the latest version of his student loan forgiveness plan. The matter landed in the courts after 2 Republican-led states, Missouri and Kansas, sued the administration, alleging that SAVE was simply a workaround.
All right, let's look at 5.5 billion.
Broader Biden loan forgiveness plan last year. Well, under SAVE, a person's student loan payment would be based on their income and family size, and borrowers would pay no more than 5% of their discretionary income on student loans. It also prevents interest from
$132,000 per
accruing when a
student.
borrower pays the loan amount but can't cover the interest. And it would forgive borrowers who owe $12,000 or less after 10 years. Well, more than 8 million people who were about to see those savings and more go into effect in August will now wait indefinitely until the matter works its way through the courts. The Biden administration has said it will continue fighting for this relief, so this case could end up right back in front of the U.S. Supreme Court.
The Biden administration says it strongly disagrees with court decisions on the student loan.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. The way this is reading, it says 5.5 billion for only 414,000 students, borrowers. And the math there means it's like 130,000 per student. Hold on a second. What the fuck? Forgiven. No, now it's 4 months ago. Now it's 153. I want someone to talk about it.
Maya knows how quality care can bring out a smile, but it's been a few dog years since she was able to enjoy it.
President Joe Biden is canceling another $1.2 billion in student loan debt. This latest round impacts 35,000 workers, including teachers, nurses, and firefighters. The borrowers qualify for debt relief through the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. To date, the president has canceled more than $168 billion of federal student loan debt for nearly 4.8 million Americans. This announcement comes as the Biden administration finds legal challenges to a separate student loan repayment plan it launched last year. Even as relief comes to student borrowers, data shows more people are filing for bankruptcy to discharge their student loans.
Who qualifies?
You waking up this morning to find your student loan debt has been wiped away. Not a dream. Good one though. Nationwide, $39 billion worth of student loans have been forgiven by the Biden administration. Now the question is who qualifies. Nationwide, $39 billion worth of student loans have been forgiven by the Biden administration. Now the question is who qualifies. 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes is live with all of these answers this morning. Jerry, this is going to impact a lot of people here in Georgia.
That's right. Good morning. In fact, it's going to impact tens of thousands of people right here in this state. And the very best news is if you qualify for student loan forgiveness, you don't have to do a thing other than check your email. On July 14th, the Department of Education started sending out notices to borrowers who qualify for student loan forgiveness. Across the country, more than 800,000 people qualify for loan forgiveness totaling $39 billion. Here in Georgia, 38,000 people qualify for loan forgiveness for student loan years worth of
previous
use income-driven repayment plans, the oldest repayment plan. Forgiveness is coming to borrowers who have made the equivalent of 20 to 25 years worth of monthly payments. Check your email. If you believe you qualify but haven't received a notification, it may be coming. The U.S. Department of Education will continue to send out notifications over the next year.
So, Jerry, does this have anything to do with the Biden administration's previous efforts to wipe out student loan debt?
This is separate from the Biden administration's initial efforts that were overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court, and now the U.S. Department of Education is working.
Which is why President Biden and I are proud to have passed
A little bit more out.
the largest expansion of health care and benefits for veterans and military families and survivors, the largest benefit in decades. So thank you again, everyone here, and in particular our military members and your families for the service and the dedication that you have shown. So today, we are 110 days out from the election. And while many of us have been involved with these elections for every 4 years practically, nearly every time we will say, this is the one. Well, this here is the one. The most existential, consequential, and important election of our lifetime. And there is so much at stake. Last night was the latest example. So some of you may have heard Donald Trump's running mate deliver remarks at the Republican National Convention. He talked about his life story about growing up in Southwest Ohio, and it was compelling. It's a compelling story.
Why'd they boo that?
Kamala now. Breaking news, we want to take you to North Carolina live, where the vice president is holding a campaign rally. Governor Ray Cooper.
Reproductive freedoms from the people of America and the women of America. And Donald's administration.
I'll always take care of you.
The Biden team and Biden himself will say that these are a bunch of elites. This is the Democratic donor class trying to push me out. What do they know? Look what happened in 2020. Everybody counted me out. But they're not counting on the voters here and what the voters say about Joe Biden. There's the polling that's been out there. We've seen all those numbers. I got out and I spoke to voters. I mentioned this the other day. I spoke to voters in Wauwatosa. Did I get that right?
Wauwatosa.
Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Democratic voters, and I asked them what they thought of Joe Biden. Let's listen. You look like you need to have a conversation about politics. Like you scream, ask me about the presidential election.
We are out.
Are you not excited?
No.
Like they're both annoying.
They're both annoying?
Like they're both just not good candidates.
excited. Nationwide.
I just feel stuck. With like,
Today we're going to talk about the three-step plan to enable Donald Trump to govern as an autocrat, and I interviewed Jen Psaki about Joe Biden's uncertain path forward and whether airing these grievances out in public is hurting the party. I'm Brian Tyler Cohen, and you're watching No Lie. So there's a three-step plan in place right now for Donald Trump if he wins in November to govern as an autocrat. The first part is, as you all know, the Supreme Court has ruled that a president can no longer be bound by criminal statutes, meaning Trump could commit criminal acts in office, claim that they're official acts, and face no consequences as a result. Meaning if he wants to silence his critics, assassinate his opponents, round up vulnerable communities into concentration camps, send the military into blue states.
I'm already done listening to this guy. Oh my god. He just said if Trump...
Today we're going to talk about the three-step plan to enable Donald Trump to govern as an autocrat, and I interviewed Jen Psaki about Joe Biden's uncertain path forward and whether airing these grievances out in public is hurting the party. I'm Brian Tyler Cohen, and you're watching No Lie. So there's a three-step plan in place right now for Donald Trump if he wins in November to govern as an autocrat. The first part is, as you all know, the Supreme Court has ruled that a president can no longer be bound by criminal statutes, meaning Trump can commit criminal acts in office, claim that they're official acts, and face no consequences as a result. Meaning if he wants to silence his critics, assassinate his opponents, round up vulnerable communities into concentration camps, send the military into blue states, blue cities, whatever it is, he will no longer be bound by the confines of law or the Constitution. He would effectively be able to serve as a dictator. With that said, Trump can't do all of this alone. He needs allies who can help him, but those people would be protected by the sweeping presidential immunity that Trump would be protected by, and they would have a lot of legal exposure, which brings me to part two. Trump can issue pardons, and also thanks to the Supreme Court ruling, we now know that they can't be challenged, even if they're given corruptly. It doesn't matter, they are untouchable now. So not only could Trump do whatever he wants, he can amass an army of loyalists who will be able to help him, and they would face no accountability whatsoever. Now, in terms of amassing that army, that brings me to the final part three.
He's not saying anything, he's just whining.
Trying to run away from, but which was authored by over 200 members of his first administration, by, you guessed it, workers from
him to step back from this moment, but tech lying to you. The money can be transferred to her. She's a very effective, I think she's an undervalued community to it. You know, there certainly could be pressure campaigns privately, which we may know some of the details. We may never think for them. That suggests she's a very effective, I think she's an undervalued communicator, but she also would be, you know, an African American woman, of course, at the top of the ticket, which it's not Shirley Chisholm, it's not unprecedented, but it is also still a historic moment.
What do they need for the money?
The party, an important base of the party is African American women. So it's hard for me to imagine, as much as I think there's amazing 2028 potential candidates, a lot of them governors, who will run, it not being her.
And of course, to see the full interview with Jen, click the thumbnail right here on the screen, or check out the interviews playlist on my YouTube channel. You can also listen to the audio version of this episode by clicking that link on the screen, and of course, to see more of my content, the subscribe button is on the screen as well.
I didn't like that video. I didn't even get the points, and I refuse to watch it again. So he spent less than $1 billion. Obama spent less than $1 billion. And that's $90 billion?
Today we're going to talk about the three-step plan to enable Donald Trump to govern as an autocrat. And I interviewed Jen Psaki about Joe Biden's uncertain path forward and whether...
to our country in service. And it is so good to be back with so many incredible leaders, including my dear friend Roy Cooper.
What is she speaking at?
You know, Roy and I,
this is a rally.
When I was Attorney General in California, he was Attorney General in North Carolina. I've known him for almost 2 decades, and he is an extraordinary leader.
practitioner here at Agency, tretinoin is the gold standard in anti-aging treatment, as it improves the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, increases firmness, and smooths the skin. Tretinoin is a vitamin E derivative that stimulates collagen production, boosts firmness, unclogs the pores, and can give you a rosy glow. When used with patience and consistency, the results are truly remarkable. Because it's such a powerhouse ingredient, it's by prescription only. Tretinoin is an ingredient prescribed in some of our future formulas. If you'd like to get custom prescription formulas through a provider like me, try Agency today.
The extraordinary leaders who are our service members and their families who are here with us this afternoon. Thank you all. You know, one of my greatest honors as Vice President is to meet with our service members around the world. I have met with our service members from NATO's eastern flank to the Korean DMZ, and from Arizona to Florida. And I will tell you what everybody here knows, all our service members possess an extraordinary skill, discipline, dedication, and love of country. And I know their families serve with equal dedication, and I thank you also. And I say everywhere I go around the world, we are so proud that the United States military is the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. Which is why President Biden and I are proud to have passed the PAC Act, the largest expansion of health care and benefits for veterans and military families and survivors, the largest benefit in decades. So thank you again, everyone here, and in particular our military members and your families, for the service and the dedication that you have shown. So today, we are 110 days out from the election. And while many of us have been involved with these elections for every 4 years practically, nearly every time we will say, this is the one. Well, this here is the one. The most existential, consequential, and important election of our lifetime. And there is so much at stake.
What'd you say, 100 days?
Last night was the latest example. So some of you may have heard, and there is so much at stake, the most years practically, nearly every time. And while many of us have been involved with these elections, we are 110 days out from the election. And while many of us have been involved with these elections for every 4 years practically, nearly every time we will say, this is the one. Well, this here is the one. The most existential, consequential, and important election of our lifetime. And there is so much at stake. Last night was the latest example. So some of you may have heard Donald Trump's running mate deliver remarks at the Republican National Convention. He talked about his life story about growing up in Southwest Ohio, and it was compelling. It's a compelling story. And it was not the full story. Frankly, what is very telling is what he did not talk about on that stage. He did not talk about Project 2025. Their 900-page blueprint for a second Trump term. He did not talk about it because their plans are extreme and they are divisive. In recent days, they've been trying to portray themselves as a party of unity. But here's the thing. If you claim to stand for unity, you need to do more than just use the word. opportunity and dignity. You cannot claim you stand for unity if you are intent on taking reproductive freedoms from the people of America and the women of America. Trying to ban abortion nationwide as they do and restrict access to IVF and contraception as their plan calls for. You cannot claim to be for unity if you try to overturn a free and fair election